up? Welcome to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about community, networking, building other stylists up, and a little bit of my story about why I'm so passionate about this topic. So stay tuned. Alright guys, welcome to this video. I'm really excited to be talking about this particular topic of community, networking, building other stylists up, and really kind of changing the idea of competition in our industry. And I'm going to share a little bit of my story about why I'm so passionate about this particular topic. But before we go into the actual video, I want to let you guys know that this video is part of my intentional New Year's series. And I filmed quite a few other videos for this series. You guys can find them at the link below. But I filmed lots of videos about business and setting yourself up for success in the new year with your business. Now, don't worry if you're not watching this at the beginning of the year. Maybe you're watching this video at the end of the year or the middle of the year or the middle of the month. No worries. This video is still going to be applicable, and so will those other videos. And I wanted to let you know that for this series, I created a completely free 22-page guide called the Ultimate New Year Guidebook. And you guys can get it by going to the link below at jamiedana.com/New Year. You guys can grab this guide. And you might be thinking to yourself, Jamie, it says New Year. Why would I need this right now? So no matter if you're watching this in the middle of the year or, like I said, at the end of the year, you can still utilize this workbook. If you don't have a plan for your business for the next quarter or even for the next month, you're definitely going to want to get that workbook because you can start working through it and start kind of planning out your next month, next quarter, and into the next year so that you can set yourself up for success. So if you're not planned out, if you're not organized, if you don't have goals set for the next couple months or the next month at all, you're definitely going to want to get that guidebook, and it's, like I said, it's totally free, so there's nothing to lose. So you guys can go to the link down below, jamiedana.com/New Year. So let's get into the actual topic of community, and I wanted to share a little bit of my story about why I'm so passionate about this topic in particular. It's something that I've really started to incorporate in my Instagram, in my messaging, in my YouTube, and the way that I interact with other stylists in the industry. So I have been in the industry for about 10 years, and when I started in the industry, it was really cutthroat. It was super competitive. I mean, I worked at a salon where we had another salon across the street, which was a beautiful salon, but we weren't allowed to go talk to them. We weren't allowed to be friends with them. It was very competitive, and the owner would talk really negatively about the other salon across the street, and I always just thought that the salon across the street, there was something wrong with them. But in reality, it was because they had created this culture of competition, and there was nothing wrong with that salon. The stylists there were awesome. They were amazing at what they did. They did good work. They, had awesome clients. They were booked. But again, I grew up under this culture of competition and that we have to be kind of cutthroat in our industry. I also remember at the time when I assisted, I remember being told specific formulas for the stylist clients, and she said, don't ever share these with anybody. These are our formulas and you can use them, but don't tell anybody that. And it was just kind of this industry standard where you didn't share your formulas, you didn't be friends with the salon across the street or down the street. It was basically super competitive. There was no way you would dare step foot into another salon in your town or be friends with the stylist that maybe worked at another salon. It was super taboo. And in fact, even going to classes and things around salons, it was kind of like this weird thing where maybe you would go to a class and your salon owner would find out and then he was like, are you gonna leave? Or, it just was super weird and very competitive. Nowadays, I feel like the industry has changed quite a bit, but that's where I grew up under. And I don't want to say it like it was 20 years ago. It wasn't that long ago where our industry was really cutthroat and competitive. I mean, even still to this day, I see stylists on Instagram where maybe they're not sharing their formulas as openly, or maybe they put down another stylist or put down another stylist's work. And so it's still out there in our industry, no matter where you go. It's not just offline, it was also online as well. And this just didn't feel right to me. It was something that every time I would hear maybe a stylist talk bad about another stylist or put somebody down, it hurt my heart. And I think one of the reasons why it hurt so badly was because I have definitely grown up where people have put my work down or they talked negatively about me. And a lot of times they didn't even know me, but it was because somebody else had said something bad about me because, again, that weird competition and cutthroat vibe that they were giving off. But one thing that I found that I love the most, and this was even before Instagram, I love connecting with other stylists and salon owners and people in my industry, because at the end of the day, I knew that what I had at my salon wasn't everything, that there was things that I could learn from other stylists, that maybe they had a technique or a formula or something, and if they were willing to share that with me, I was gonna soak it up and eat it up. Or maybe even another salon was hosting a class. I always wanted to go because it was one of those things where I always knew I had something to learn and something I could pick up from another stylist. And at the end of the day, I just loved connecting with people and making friends and really creating those friendships within our industry. One of my favorite quotes is, "A candle doesn't lose its flame by lighting another candle." And this has been something that I've taken with me into the industry of when I stopped viewing everyone else as competition or like we had to be enemies against each other. And I started to realize, wait, I could actually be friends with these people. I could network with them. We could create a community. And if I have something to give to them and they have something to give to me, why wouldn't I? That makes so much more sense. And so I started just to kind of view this lens of positivity and lifting others up in our industry. And one thing that I love about Instagram is I really think that that's cultivated this kind of culture of sharing information, of encouraging other stylists, of lifting one another up. And I definitely have seen a major shift in the industry, especially from salon to salon and stylist to stylist. I feel like there's been this kind of revolution of community, not competition. And that's actually one of my favorite phrases that I used to use. And it's created by this lady named Natalie Frank, and she created the Rising Tide Society. And she's incredible. If you guys want to check them out on Instagram, it's just Rising Tide Society or Natalie Frank. She's incredible. But she created the phrase community over competition. And it's one of those things that I've held really near and dear to me as I've started to go through this industry and really started to interact with other stylists. So as much as I love that Instagram has really kind of changed the way that we interact as stylists, that people are more likely to, like I said, share formulas or be encouraging to one another. But I want to ask you, when was the last time you reached out to somebody else? Now, I know as stylists, we all complain about the algorithm or not getting enough likes or comments or things like that. But I want you to kind of think about this and sit back for a second and ask yourself, when was the last time you actually went out and interacted with other stylists on Instagram? Like I said, we can complain all day long about not getting engagement, but I want you to actually think, okay, what if I actually went out and interacted with other stylists by maybe leaving comments or sending a DM or just even encouraging them on their Instagram posts? What would that look like? So if you guys didn't know, the Instagram algorithm, now nobody really knows how exactly it works, but through testing and research and doing my own experimentation, I've kind of figured out some ways to kind of beat the algorithm. And one of the things that really the algorithm loves is Instagram's entire design is for social media to be social. So if you are going out and interacting with other stylists, like on purpose, going out and interacting with others on the platform, they're actually going to reward you instead of punishing you, right? A lot of people say, I got punished by the algorithm, my photos aren't being shown to people. And it's probably because you're not really on the platform interacting as much. You might just be posting your photo and then posting and ghosting, right? Posting and then just leaving. But what if instead you posted your photo and you were interacting with people who commented on your photo, or even interacting with people who liked your photo? So let's say somebody liked your photo and then maybe you went over to their page and gave them a few likes, left them a few comments, sent them a DM. And I don't mean to do this like in a spammy kind of way, like, hey, thanks for liking my photo. It could honestly just be something like maybe another stylist likes your photo and you head over to their page and you leave them some love on their photos too. It could be, hey, beautiful work, or oh my gosh, I love this balayage, or whatever that might look like. just start to think about ways that you can interact with people that are interacting with you and just going out of your way to be social on social media. So maybe one of your goals is to gain more clients from Instagram, right? Here's the thing, when I was a stylist working in the salon, I referred a lot of clients to other stylists. Maybe it wasn't something I specialized in, or maybe it was a client that didn't live very close to me, so I would refer them out to other stylists. And again, this comes back to that community over competition thing. I cared a lot about the stylist that I was referring this client to, or maybe I just felt like the client would be a better fit with them. And here's the thing, I didn't look at that other stylist as competitive or as somebody that I should be my enemy, right? I looked at them as like, hey, I can help build their business while also giving the client something that they need and value too. So if you want to get more referrals, if you want to get noticed by big brands or get reposted, by being interactive and showing up on social media as a positive light, I promise you, you will start to get noticed. And here's the thing, if you want more support on your Instagram or even just in your business in general, you have to go out and support other people. I notice the people who are always commenting on my Instagram, always responding to my stories, sending me DMs because they're supporting me. And guess what? I like to go back and support them. I'll go comment on their photos, or I'll go, talk to them, or if they tag me in maybe their stories from watching a YouTube video or something, I tend to want to reshare those things or at least respond back to them because I'm supporting the people that are supporting me. And so if you're feeling like your engagement's low or you're not getting enough support, try going out and being supportive to other people. And I promise you, people will take notice because positivity spreads. And the whole reason why I created this video, because it's something a little bit different than normal like strategic business practices like I normally talk about or hair techniques, is because I actually created a movement last year in January of 2018 called the Raise Up to Rise Up movement. And I truly believe that if we raise others up, we will rise along with them. And I have loved just seeing the message of Raise Up to Rise Up really kind of transform our industry and really build each other up in the process. So if you want to participate in the Raise Up to Rise Up movement, you guys can actually check out the link below. I'll link it to a blog post where I wrote a little bit deeper about what the movement is and ways that you can participate. There is also a graphic over there that you can download, you can share on your Instagram, and just start using the hashtag Raise Up to Rise Up, because at the end of the day, I want you encouraging other stylists. I want you raising others up, and in turn, you will rise too. If you guys can't see, this is something that I'm really passionate about. I love our industry. I'm so grateful to be a part of it, and I absolutely love getting to meet you guys too. So I would love if you guys could do me a favor, participate in the Raise Up to Rise Up movement by downloading that graphic over on the blog post, sharing it on your Instagram, sharing it on your stories, tagging me so I can see, and just sharing what Raise Up to Rise Up means to you. I want to hear your guys' stories and how you're going to encourage others in our industry too, because at the end of the day, I want to create this movement and I want there to be less of that competition, cutthroat feeling in our industry and more of a community awareness and building others up. And at the end of the day, that would make me so excited. So if you want to participate in the movement, check out the link below. I linked it to that blog post. All the information's there. And I just want to say thank you guys so much for watching this video. I know it's a little bit different than what I normally do, but I'm really excited to see how this movement really transform our industry, and I'm so excited that you're going to be a part of it. So thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you guys next time.